but we're also bringing you some home assist devices. And the standard Metro Car Handle Support non-slip grip is not just for grandma and grandpa. It's not just for mom and dad. It's actually for all of us. And it's customer top rated. We want you to stay in control when you're getting in and out of your vehicle, whether it's high, whether it's low, whether it's big, whether it's small. This really is great for everyone. And Denise Repco, hi. Mwah, here to tell us all about it. And you know what, Denise always brings us great in-home care items, but you grew up with this as your family business.
Actually did, 30 years of family business with medical assistive devices for people in their homes. And I'm gonna give you one to hold.
Thank you.
But the great thing about the Metro Car Handle is what it is it's a handle with a beak. The beak fits into what we call the striker plate of the car. 99% of vehicles have a striker plate. It's what holds your door onto the vehicle.
Got it.
So now you have an armrest. So if you've ever struggled to get in or out of the car, you have a removable armrest. That's installation, so easy. Now you can leverage yourself, put the full amount of your body's weight.
Great.
I'm 5'4", and sometimes trying to get into a big SUV or truck is really hard.
Sure.
Most of us can get into a car because it's easier for gravity to fall into something than it is to get ourselves out.
Sure.
So when you go to get out of the car, the beauty of this is you reinstall it once you open the door. Now I have a lever to not only get myself up, but to pivot. So I can use this to turn, put the full amount of my body's weight. I'm sure-footed now when my foot touches the ground, and then it holds up to 500 pounds. So this is just a little sample of how much weight it actually holds, and it's not going anywhere until I deinstall it, and that's it.
Well, and you know what? I'm so glad you handed me one, because the fact that it holds up to 500 pounds, it's lightweight.
It really is lightweight. Most people think, oh my gosh, is it this big heavy thing? But it's discreet, and that's what I love about it too, because you could throw this in the side panel of the door, maybe your pocketbook or the console. But talking about the discreet factor, is a lot of times if you're struggling to get in and out of a car, the last thing you want is to draw attention to yourself. You don't want to see people running, oh, who needs help or what's going on. You could just simply take this out, install it yourself. Now you have that armrest. Get in, get out with ease and that sure-footedness and not worry about falling.
I love it. Denise, this is so great. It's customer top rated. It's a clearance price also this morning of $19.98. That means there is no reorder on this particular item number. When the item number sells out, that great value goes with it. And more than 108,000 have been sold here at QVC. I want you to just think about too, if you have a big SUV in your family and you have a new teen driver and you want to make sure that they are getting in and out of the car safely. Sure. But also, even for me in the wintertime, I'm 5'6½". I'm perfectly capable of getting in and out of any size vehicle. However, I've got wet shoes because of the snow now in the wintertime and the rain in the springtime. That's going to make it slick getting out, and it's going to make it slick getting in.
Absolutely.
Slow down. Take your time. Keep that confidence going that you can get in and out of your car safely, and know that this is for all ages.
Absolutely, ageless and timeless. And what I like to tell people is here's what happens if we don't have an armrest or a Metro Car Handle. We go to get out of our vehicle, we open the door, and then we use the door to brace ourselves, and you see what happens. If you have snow and ice or wet, the door moves. It's designed to move. So if you're using that door to stabilize yourself, you're in trouble. What you want to use is the striker plate, because that's what holds your door into place. So now you've added that. Now you've got that sure-footedness. It's not going anywhere until I take it out. And it's that simple.
Take a look at the reviews going across the bottom of your screen. Very helpful for my husband who has trouble walking. So glad I finally decided to get this for him. I love reading your reviews. This is customer top rated. You can read more of those on QVC.com if you would like to. However, think about the person in your family that has maybe started to show up at less events. Maybe they've started to just make excuses about, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna go out today. Maybe they're having trouble with something that we think is as simple as getting in and out of the car. Everybody needs a little helping hand every once in a while, and if they were able to take that helping hand with them, they get that independence back.
That's the key.
They get that confidence back, and you get the peace of mind knowing that that loved one is now getting the support that they've needed for so long.
It's independence, it's dignity, because you're not gonna, worry about drawing that attention to yourself. Again, I mentioned that it's discreet, but I've had a lot of people say to me over the years in presenting this, if you have have arthritis or if you have a sore
Goodness,
back
yes.
and someone's trying to help you,
Right.
the odds are they're pulling you in a direction that you don't want to be pulled, injuring you further. Plus, they could risk injuring themselves by helping you. So
Right.
this is just, it's an autonomous, dignified way to get you in and out without making a big production of anything.
Well, and you know, a couple of members of my family in the later months of their pregnancy, they
Yes,
could have
so true.
used some help getting in and out of the car.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know what, whether you have had some recent hip or knee or ankle surgery and you need, you know what, you've been cleared to drive by your doctor, you need just that little bit of extra help getting into the car. But you know what, it has a couple of hidden features.
It does. It does. It
or
has
not so hidden features.
Yeah,
I should
a
say.
little hidden key fob. So maybe you could put a house key or a mailbox key.
Nice.
Wouldn't recommend a car key. Most car keys are
They're thicker.
thicker and they're automated.
Yes.
They're battery operated. So that. And then here for wintertime, I know we're talking about spring and summer. I know it's coming. It's got to be coming.
Oh, it'll be here soon enough.
But this right here is an ice scraper, so it's built in. And you know what? You drew this out. Called this out.
Yes.
It's great for the side view mirror because if you're ever trying to clear the ice from that, you can't get a standard ice scraper in that area.
Well, it's so nice because if you use it to get into the car, then you take it out of the handle and then you've got the handle in your lap and you can just scrape the ice off while
Sure.
you're sitting down,
Yeah,
so you've
sure.
got more of a sure fitting.
Absolutely.
This is V31042. It's from Stander and it's the Metro Car Handle Support non-slip grip. It does have a great grip on it, by the way, so you don't have to worry about your hand moving when you've got this
Right.
fixed
It's ergonomic,
in place.
yeah.
Yes. It's also customer top rated and a great clearance price of $19.98. Give the gift of dignity. Give that person in your family who has started to not show up at so many family events. Maybe they're not coming to church as often as they used to.
Right.
Maybe they just need a little bit of a helping hand in and out of the car and they don't want to be a burden to anyone. Get this for them and see how often you see them from then on. I bet you see them a lot more often. 300 are already gone, and I love that this is in our show this morning. It's
thank you.
It's such a fixer. This is such a problem solver. Denise, thank you.
Thank you. And
Of
it's been a
course you
pleasure
brought it
working
to
with
us.
you. Thank
of course
you.
you did. This has
It's my
been
thing.
her life's work. Thank you. Well, we've been talking a lot about security during home clearance this morning. We've been talking about some fun accents to your home.